Before Formula One cars tear down this track at more than 300 kilometers per hour, the final touches are going in.
This is essentially the entry into the Formula One paddock here.
Hours from now, all of this will be in the right place, in team garages and hospitality suites. Chief Events Officer Tom Mottram oversees the 13-week sprint to get ready for Grand Prix weekend.
Everything else you can see around here is temporary build. You walk through Albert Park here in the middle of the year, none of this would be around. We have over 52,000 grandstand seats that we build every year.
This year, after testing in Bahrain, many teams turned to charter flights to overcome disruptions in the Middle East. Mottram says the focus is on getting what's already here ready for the weekend.
We'll only concentrate on what we've got ahead of us, which is controlling controllables for us, which is everything that we're doing to put on the event. Formula One will work through their own arrangements, and yeah, that's our concentration and our focus for now. The teams are all doing what they need to be doing.
Mottram knows this circuit represents a balancing act, located next to residential areas near the CBD.
We are in a public park. We want that local community to actually be proud of having this major international event on their doorstep, whilst also minimising the impact that we do have.
This year, there are more viewing areas, more corporate marquees, even more teams on the starting grid. David Coulthard and Mika Häkkinen are two well-known Formula One names who were teammates 30 years ago. Now they're back in Australia in the lead-up to this year's race. David Coulthard's not surprised. War or no war, F1 found a way to start the season this weekend in Melbourne.
Formula One's pretty good at dealing with logistics. We have a lot of, let's say, distance races between each other. And, you know, last year we had Vegas one weekend, the next weekend we were in Qatar in the Middle East. So they're well used to shipping and flying around the travelling circus.
Coulthard and Häkkinen have both had success in Melbourne. Their tip for those watching this weekend, last year's double wins for McLaren, the Constructors' Championship, and for driver Lando Norris, are far from guaranteed to carry over this year.
All of that form book goes out the window because they have new engines, new chassis, different size of cars, smaller tyres, less contact patch. So it's still called Formula One, but the regulations have been absolutely shaken up.
One of the biggest changes will be on the wings and how drivers control how they open and close. At these speeds, slight changes to the wings make a lot of difference. When front and rear wings are closed, there's less drag and the car goes faster. In corners, the wings open to create more downforce and grip to keep the car on the track.
It definitely makes overtaking easier. I think over the time, you know, everybody always been saying, oh, there's no overtaking and there should be more overtaking. So that's what the Formula One is doing, constantly trying to find the solutions. And that is the one solution, that way there will be more overtaking. And soon in Melbourne we will see if this works.
This weekend, those changes will be put to the test. And Australian race fans will be watching Oscar Piastri, mobbed in his hometown Melbourne this week, to see if he can move from his third-place finish in the driver standings last year to first.
He's a great talent. Whether he has a car that's capable of winning the championship remains to be seen, but I have no doubt that he's top drawer, world class, and if he gets the car, he'll have more experience this time.
They're both #1 drivers. We let them fight it out on track.
Piastri is now one of the biggest sports stars in the world. For that, he can thank the explosive growth of Formula One, in part driven by the spectacularly successful Netflix behind-the-scenes series, Drive to Survive.
The fact that we are here touring in Australia is because the fan base of Formula One has been increased as well.
I'm sure there's a lot of fans who don't necessarily like cars, but when they saw how these different characters are communicating, I think that's make them be more excited about.
On Sunday in Melbourne, the drama will unfold again on a stage that's now bigger than ever.